Welcome back to another live trading session, traders. Hope that you had an enjoyable trading day and weekend. We are looking at here for another trading session for our NY part that I believe you guys enjoyed this session earlier, and starting another trading session here for the New York session. Thank you very much for joining. Make sure you like and also stay connected for further trade setup. We had our previous one in this area and it was a short one, but now we can see the market from the daily has broken that low and now trying to push back again to the upside here. So let's look at to see that where the market is potentially going here, and I will be looking at the full breakdown of the market structure to see that where the overall price action is going. Thank you. And to see that how we can find the best trade setup along this area here in this market. So looking at the multiple time frame analysis, if you look at that, and also the lower time frame, that will give us the complete price action pattern here to see that where the market is going to be heading. Thank you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you very much. I hope that the music is on and voice is heard. Let's begin another trading day here. This is our complete multiple time frame analysis. First of all on gold, and then slowly we will be looking at other instrument as well to see that if there is any further trading opportunity in that area here. So here is the market. If you look at that overall, to see where the market is heading, starting off this level, this is the starting of this move that you can see, and with this movement, the price action, here is the pullback, and we can see another move followed by this deeper pullback, and we can see there is another move followed by pullback here in this area. So that said, here is current the market trend to see that where overall market trend is heading here at the moment. Now this is, if you look at that, that's a daily market trend that shows the price action of this daily market trend here, potentially breaking back to the upside here. So that's where you can see that there is a crossover of both 10 and 20 EMA on the daily, and that has shown there is a breakout of this, and this is current support level that you can see along this area of this support, and also there is another support level that you can see along this area, and currently the market is also showing up there is another support level here in this area, so which is basically showing up that the market trend is potentially to be if you look at that, the overall trend that we can see here is bullish, and of that bullish trend, that looking forward to see the price action to break to the upside and then to create a new higher high here in this market with a series of lower high of this level. Good afternoon. All good now. Thank you. Thanks for your confirmation. Now So that said, here is what we are looking at this in this market here for another wave of breakout here. This is an uptrending market that you can see along this area, and in that uptrend, that looking forward to see the price action to reverse back to the upside and then to create a new higher high here in this area. So that said, now daily chart, the price is at the daily support level. This is a very critical zone here now that you can see on the daily, and that's critical level is very important to see that where the market in fact breaking below or bouncing off that level. You can share your feedback also, which direction you think that the market is going to go here in that area. And that's, if you look at that overall from the intraday, from the 4-hour chart, that you can see the market has created this this is a, if you look at that here, it's a flag pattern from the 4-hour, and of that flag pattern that the market is currently in this channel, and of this channel, that from this support level the price action is slowly breaking back to the upside. Here is, this is a channel, and usually as a rule of thumb we should be able to see some uptrending bias here in that area, okay, depending on where the market is going to be heading. But if you look at that zone, which is in this area, from that zone that we have looked at in the previous session, and we had a very smaller trade here, but which we closed in profit half, and the market broken back below to the support. Now it's ranging here. Now this is what I would like to see, that the price has extended below before we look at entry, because the weekly market structure is still bullish. So I think the best level will be for us now to look for, nothing that as per the analysis, that touching the weekly low or potentially breaking the weekly low, and then to have that reaction back to the upside in that area, right? So this is what we will be looking at here, and so that with this support level, from this support area, that you can see the market is here approaching back to the upside in that area. So that can trigger this upside liquidity that can push that market back above, and we are looking at here for this price action to if we see, especially I would like to look for going long from the bottom, and I'm still not in a, I think that the market is not in a very good position for sell. So therefore we will be looking at here for going long here in that zone. Thank you. Welcome. Now it's early trade today. Yes, there was a nice trade and we'd like to take the similar one. That's why I'm patiently waiting to see that if there is any new entry here in this area. And also I would like to look at the current what we call the data, which is, we have seen that core PC price index 0.2%, preliminary GDP 1.5%. Now we if you look at the coming up, Fed Chairman Worship speaks, which is basically tomorrow, right? And preliminary benchmark payrolls revisions. Okay, so you could see here. So that said, here is that this is a very important price action pattern here that you can see along this area, which is a narrow consolidation. And with this consolidation here, that to see where the overall market trend is here from this support that you can see from this level here, move back to that level. We are looking at here for the price action to retest and then to potentially to return back here and then to return again back in that zone. So depending on where the market is heading, we will be able to look for that entry opportunity in this area. Okay, so the market here extended to the upside. There is a possibility here now to fill that gap. Okay, we can trade in both directions depending on if we see that higher confluence. We can look for to trade this gap here, which might come down here to fill that zone that you can see along this area. And that's key here, right? That's key to look at, to see that where the overall market trend is heading. And along this area, that as the market is having the rejection back below, that can trigger that liquidity sweep here. But what do you want to see here? The market is having a stronger liquidity grab and then to return again back in this area, and that there is a large area of imbalance that you can see in this area here. So we'll be looking to see how far the market might be coming in this zone here, which is a key support level. And yeah, let's wait for the market structure to see how the price action can create this liquidity gap in this zone. We'll see that. Okay, we can see that there is a long wick and the market might be here coming further low, and that's might be here coming back in this area. So downward pressure is higher here that you can see along this zone. Today, welcome. Coach, isn't gold bearish? Okay. Today's bias is sell in an overall bullish trend. Today's bias is sell in an overall bullish trend. I would say that the market might be coming for a deeper pullback here. Yes, we can see some, because you see that this zone is a daily fair value gap. Okay. Now that daily fair value gap is very important to look at. And with this daily fair value gap, the market might be here coming to feel that downside here in this area, right? So which could be creating that pressure back below, and with a series of lower high, there is really a significant gap here that you can see, which is a significant imbalance here in this area. And that imbalance is what we are looking to see in that area to have that reaction back down. With, if you look at, it's now trying to break that low. Okay, so that with a long wick, it's trying to break that low here, as we discussed, and that's key to find out overall movement in the market. So of this level that you can see, the market has created this upturn with from this level here that you can see with a large bearish engulfer here. And with this large bearish engulfer, the market is here creating, as the market has broken the support, we are looking at here for the price action to break this downside here. And that's key to look at, as if we see the market breaking that low here, we are looking at for this possible entry back in this area. So in this zone here now, it has created an imbalance in this area. Especially looking at imbalance is the key to find the best trade setup. Okay, and which is absolutely important to look at that here. So of this level, the market is now trying to break that low that can create this downside pressure from here, that looking forward to see breakdown. And this is a complete break below, looking to see the market to pull back and then to react back again in this direction here. Sell again of that. Thank you. So of this, if you look at the market is here trying to break that high, we might see the price action to break that high and then to return again back below in that area. So we're looking to see how the market can do along this area. So it's a complete break of this that you can see from this level, and with this complete break from that level that you can see, which is an entirely a complete break below to the level where the price action, if you look at from this zone, has created this significant move back below, and that's key to look at, right? That's key to look at. And if you look at sometime this kind of move, especially when you see the price in a trend and then suddenly the market strongly reject of those levels. So these are sometime you can say that the smart money AI liquidity sweep, which happens sometime, there are some advanced AI used on the financial market as well. And I think the manual trading sometime will help you even overcome that, is because still AI cannot think more than human, right? But I think that might be coming very soon, overcoming that. And that's I think, for my understanding, it might be very dangerous if once AI is going to be able to think more than human, right? Is because what the progress with AI is that they are self-learning, and they're learning not only trading, some of the AIs learning even some text, right? Some code that they might start to create new AI themselves, okay? And that might start to get evolved over time. And interestingly, it might be like that. The curve might be like that. And that's a little bit of concern, because if the curve like that, okay, it might be, let's say, the first year you saw that how fast it has grown. The second year might come to 3 months, and the third year might come to just within 1 month or 15 days, unimaginably progress. And that's might be very, very, not might be, I think it's really scary for the humans. So that's why you see that we do trade manually as well, because in all aspect now it's going to be a really, really big concern that as a human, other than a trader, I'm really worried about it. I was talking with my person as well. So it's really, really concerning that AI is going to potentially be a threat to human being for extinction. So we need to really take it very, very seriously. What I think that. So let's see that now at the moment where the things is as a trader to look at. Also, you need to be rather than trader as a human being also, right? Hi coach, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you very much. Yeah, it, you know, if something get smartest, very smart than human might get very like weaker, right, in comparison with that smartest being, and that might be a cause to get even extinct. Could happen. Always increasing your patience and humbleness. Thank you very much. Yes, of course. Thank you very much. Patience and humbleness, and also, you know, we are human and we have the, of course, we need to express our feeling and how we think openly. And I'm also with our training community, I'm sharing my concern that what I think that with AI, and this, you know, everyone has their own opinion. This is my opinion, okay? It doesn't have to be exactly as it is, but I think that of course it's something what we see so far is a matter of I think urgent concern. Okay, now let's look at here what at the moment in trading what we are looking at. So when are coming to Africa? When are you coming to Africa? I'm not going to Africa anymore at the moment. I'm living where I am, and will be trying to live. The things getting really interesting, right, over time, and traveling also becoming now very difficult day by day. Everything is getting really interesting. So, but trading, that I'm trading here so far, doing the live session, I would like to take it to the next level as a trader, which is very important to look at. And what we are here is to make some good trades. We had our previous session. Now this session as well, I'm looking at here for another potential breakout here in this area. Okay, here is, if you look at that, this is from here to this level, and of this the market is slowly breaking back to the upside here, which is creating that uptrending movement. Thank you. Okay, so we will be looking at here for an entry around this area. If we see that complete rejection of that level, that we will be looking at around this area for an entry opportunity. And this is a support area here, and I'm looking to see the market structure to maintain its uptrending bias here. Okay. So at this level that you can see the market is here maintaining this a trend line, and this might break below of this trend line here. If we see that breaking back to the upside here, we can look for that buying opportunity in that area. So with this support level, they're looking forward to see to break to the upside where current trend line here at this level, and that can trigger that further liquidity in this area. Always. Thank you. Unbalanced patience. Patience is a innate important. If you look at that, the criteria for of being human, right? This is our specialty of becoming a human. Keep in mind, guys, there is only one species which is conscious, and that is human. Okay, it's very important to look at. Animal has consciousness as well, but this is a level 2 consciousness. I think level 1 or level 2 anyway, not self-aware. So an animal is not self-aware, but the human is self-aware. So you see that's very important to look at. So that's what we are looking at, being patient, and that's a big part of trading psychology that you guys can see. So to develop that, we need to also look at those qualities of becoming a human. So off this level, we might see potentially a reaction back above here in this area. And that's key to look at to see where the market is going. Along this area, we are looking for the breakout. Okay, here is a rejection. I'm looking to see if we can find an entry, and I think best way is to wait for the confluence. We'll be back just a moment, guys. Just less than a minute. We'll be back. there might be here potentially if you look at that here, reaction back to the upside here in this area, which shows the market structure to be bullish. The market might fall down again. Thank you. Yeah, there might be, and this is what you're looking to see. So if you look at this level, there is a stronger rejection from here. There's also another stronger rejection. Back to back two rejection shows the market structure to be here potentially. If we see that this rejection is remaining, we can look for an upside bias here in that zone. In the meantime, traders, make sure if you're enjoying the live session, you like this stream, and also subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done yet, press the notification bell so you're not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day. And also, if you haven't joined the premium group, you can find the premium link, okay, which is I have shared with you in the live chat. You can be part of the trading community. Also, all those other essential link you can find below this video, including the broker that I'm also sharing my trade ideas. You guys can find below this video here that will change how you look at the market. Always that I'm sharing many of the other trade ideas will give you better understanding of market structure. Okay, so with this break, you can see there is a pullback, and here there might be a downside pressure. So to look for entry, still you are biased here for so if you look at this is the initial drop that you can see from here, followed by this pullback, and you can see that there is potentially another drop here. It can back down to this support, and that said, with this drop followed by this pullback, we are looking at here for the market structure to retest and then to return again in the support level. That's what we will be looking at in this area to show its directional bias. So I'm ready for a possible entry setup, but I would like to see, I'm still not in the trade, just looking to see the potential area of value, to see that where we can look at that entry back in that area, which will give us better understanding of the market structure. Okay, here is the market trend. If you look at getting some rejection of this level, now I will be happy to open a sell here with this setup you guys looked at, and we see the market where we looked at here around 100 to 100 pip bearish price action. Now looking to see this market to potentially to drop first 4569, and if we see that continuation below here, we can look at then possible entry in this area here. So with that said, if you look at along this area here, this is where there is a liquidity sweep. The market tested this 20 EMA and then rejected back below. Of this, that the market tested the 10 EMA, okay, and then rejected back below of that. So shows that multiple times the market is creating the structure along this area, showing that this is a downtrending market structure, and in the downtrending market structure is looking to see the price action to break that lower shadow in this area here on XAUUSD. So at the moment I will be looking at sell entry, and there is some gap here that looking to see the market to come and fill that gap, which is 160 pip nearly to that level. So we'll see that here I'm looking at sell entry stop loss will keep above this high 4603.00, and TP target will be setting at 4553.26. So looking for some potential sell downside movement here. Yes, I'm on a trade. We are on a trade here. When sell position here, looking to see the market to come down to retest that low. We are on a short trade here along this area. Yep, we are on a short trade. Always keep this skill with you as well while you are trading. That will give you always a better upper hand. Is it posted on Telegram? Yes. Any trade that I'm opening, also I'm sharing in the group. So if you guys looked at that, you can see on Telegram, which is available. Oh, we were the current one. I'm still waiting to send out the current one. Not the previous one was sent out. The one that we have opened during our the previous sessions. This one is under where? Okay, so along this area that you can see the market structure maintain its here downtrending movement, and I'm looking forward to see for another wave of breakout. Okay, so I'm in the private group, and then I don't see. Okay, so you guys can see probably. Can you let me know if you're on the private group? So the private group link also you can find below this video, where I'm sharing all my regular trade as well as trading ideas shared in the group. So also there will be some special classes. So if you are on the private group, keep eye for the regular over the weekend. There is a special classes, and also there will be regular more often special classes to increase the skill set of becoming a trader. Okay, now skill set is knowledge, and traders, keep in mind that everything can be taken away from you except your knowledge, right? So what you learn is remain with you, so which is very important. That's why I always focus on developing skill set, right? Anything, okay? If you have a book, that can be taken away from you, but the knowledge that you have gained cannot be taken from you. Am I right? So focus on always on skill set. And if you have a tool, that can be taken from you, right? But the knowledge that you gain cannot be. So no matter what, the knowledge that you will be learning how to trade, that always will remain with you. Okay, so that's why becoming a trader is much worth than having a bunch of indicators, having a big library of courses, or maybe having an indicator, premier indicator, anything trading tool. But becoming a trader, because at the end of the day matters that who you are as a trader, right? So focus on becoming rather than doing. Okay, there are two things. One is being, the other one is doing, right? Being is more important than doing. So once you become, you remain. Okay, let everything go away, but you remain. Okay, so we'll just stay away for now. Bears not confirmed. Okay, that's fine. Okay, you are always welcome. This is what I really want from traders. You don't need to follow a trade from me, right? Or don't need to follow a trade from anyone. So it's just then what we are doing here. We are here becoming company, right? Not private limited, but becoming a trading, doing trading together. That will always help us to understand each other's perspective, and then to make a better trading decision, which is very important to look at. So we see there's some upside here. This might trigger that upside liquidity here, but I think we have traded the downside movement. It might try to push here back. Let's wait to see. Do you think it's gonna push here back up? Was expecting it to drop back down in this area. This is what I always prefer in trading. Is if I'm wrong, I'm not hesitant to just exit a trade earlier than going to the full stop loss. I think this market might try to push back to the upside. If that's the case, I will be exiting the trade earliest time. But still on the trade, 56 pip downside. If it breaks below, yeah, the welcome will be running that. So we're getting some rejection along this area. Okay, guys, I see there is a potential for different movement. Let's see that there is some bullish pressure coming, and I will be exit this trade straight away. Okay, there is some bullish pressure coming that might trigger an upside liquidity, so I will not be running the sell trade. Okay. So it's nearly to the break-even area, but I'm not running trades here. Just sold, yeah. So there is a stronger selling pressure has come in. So very interesting the market is now. So for those who are holding, yeah, you're welcome. I'm out with the nearly at this level. But if you are now hold it, that's welcome. I've just came out of the trade, so I'm not getting into that again. Let's see how the 15 minutes can. Yeah, let's wait to see. Now, if you exited, that's fine. But you know, here there was a sudden strong breakout, was showing there might be upside, but you see the market has in fact moved in that direction. But that's fine. This is the first entry. I'll look to see more entries later here in this area. I wish we stayed for sell. If anyone wants to, you can get in. There is a large 5 minutes candle formed. It's up to you if you want to get in. It's a very large 5 minutes candle, and a large selling pressure has come. This might, after this liquidity grab, the market might try to now. There is a 2 times liquidity sweep, and I think this price action, because there is a false breakout here, can have a significant move now in this direction. If you look at along this area. And I think there might be some selling pressure here. There might be means there is showing some selling pressure now, and I will be happy to look for re-entry. If we see, this is the 1 minute chart that you can see. If we re-enter, then I will be looking at our stop loss above this high, and let's keep the same profit target. And I'm re-entering again. It's a part of trading, guys. Here, so putting the stop loss above 4595.03, and profit target level that we will be setting below here at 4553.26. Okay, so I opened another sell here. So the market started to move again. So I have opened I've kept the position opened here, and this is a risk managed trade. That's what the key to focus is, to manage the risk accordingly. All right, guys. So this is what you need to look at. Risk management is the key to become a consistently profitable trader. Very important to look at the overall risk managed. So, and I don't like to win all trades, but if the risk management is proper, welcome. But market is unpredictable. Yes, exactly. I should state for sell. So I have got a re-entry. Okay, so if you look at that here, which is large, from here, it's a large bearish engulfer, which shows that now the current 5 minutes candlestick pattern also closing here, which shows the market trend to maintain its directional bias. And I like to know. I don't know. Everyone wants to win all trade, right? But as a matter of fact, that it's not possible to win all the trade, because the market will not support it. The laws of probability will not support it. Imagine that 1% will all trade. Like, think of that. Or then everyone will use the same entry exit settings, right? So that's where the problem is. If everyone win all trade, so even 1% win all trade, then everyone will use the same entry and exit settings. Then what will happen, that the market will not have any opposite party, right? Because to make buying happen, you need a seller existing at 4572. Yeah, if all one, who will lose? Okay, so the market needs buyers and sellers nearly to equal. If there are buyers, there has to have sellers. If there are sellers, there have to have buyers, right? So that's a philosophy, that's a understanding of the overall market. So getting reaction of that. Come on. So there are some rejection here along this area that you can see, and that shows the market structure might be here creating that pressure back in this area. So getting here back with a liquidity grab to see a possible downside pressure. Now 15 minutes closed. Now 15 minutes close is a bearish engulfer that you can see here, and with this bearish engulfer the market might be here creating that if you see that the market is coming to fill that long wick here, is very important to see where the overall direction is heading. Okay, which is key to look at where overall market trend is heading. Now there is a, if you look at, there is a false break. This is usually in an ideal scenario, it's a high probability selling move, okay, at the moment, because here I was very expecting it to go up again, but we saw that it just has made a false breakout. You can see that from here and then drop down. Now this is in a downtrend, okay, at least they're expecting the market to cross this 4569 level. Okay, so this is what you can see here, 4669, which is almost nearly to be 100 pip move that we can expect it to come down back below here in this area. Thank you very much. Okay, all right, so existing at 4572, my target is done for the day. Okay, cool. I see that there is still possibility to come down here. We'll just try to learn from coach for today. We'll enter tomorrow again. No, that's fine. Patience, as I mentioned, patience is very important, guys. Which is cool. That's what the real trading is. Just got into your sell now. Okay. If you enter late, probably what I am planning here to go for, if the market successfully breaks 4569 or lower, we will be looking at half profit taken and then moving the stop loss at entry. So it will ensure that you've been able to take that trade also in some profit, or we might be able to run a little bit further low if we see strong selling pressure, because our previous trade that we have closed at the halfway, so it will also give us that recovery of that. Are you in a trade? Yes, I'm on a trade which is running in with all of you guys, running in profit as well. Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you. So it's getting some bounce of this level here that you can see. And some rejection of this lower price. Oh, skin black. No, it's became white again. Can see that. Okay, so here is, if you look at that, there is sudden rejection again. Okay, with a long week candlestick pattern here, that shows the market structure to maintain its bearish. Okay, at this point the market shows this price action bearish here, and that shows the price action to we see the back-to-back two rejections. So I'm happy to keep that move here down back below, guys. Another potential move we are running in this trade as well in profit. So looking to see to break below to potentially create a new lower low here. Thank you. I think the screen is white now, right? Awesome. Clean. You guys can see that. Always remember, less is more in trading. So it might try to push here back above, but I'm still hoping to see that continue to drop down here back below. Thank you. I'm loving this trade. I booked big profit and at a spike, then I re-entered. Well done, well done. This is another thing that, you know, when you get experience, it becomes easier to follow along the trade. That's good. Good job. Now, I would say that you know, that majority of them who really stick to trading can. I believe that you have that ability to improve your skill over time. It depends also on each person how they are doing, but it's all about experience, patience, and repetition. Okay, which is very important to look at. Excellent trade. See, love. Thank you. Mr. Melbourne. Welcome, welcome. Oh, very, very near. Thank you. Nice place. Sir, buy or sell, just join us. We are on a short trade, but looking to see that where we are on a sell trade, but at the moment, if you are entering just now, that I would say probably wait a little bit because it's already dropped further. Thank you. Very serious question. Sir, can I ask you a question and get a good response? You can ask 100%, but I can't guarantee that 100% I can give you a full response, but I'll try because depending on the nature of the question, right? Because I am on a live session. So I have also limitation, but if something, I will try my best to give you the best answer. You can ask that question, of course. next 4-hour candle close coming. Let's see. Thanks, coach, and I'm learning a lot from you. Welcome. Good to hear that. I am also learning from members and traders, absolutely, which is, this is how, as I mentioned, it's all about the company, right? We traders, we look at each other, and that's why we can keep learning and growing. How do you manage to have the patience to have such a big trade, big TP, actually hold the TP the best you can, most trade 50, 100 pip, but you have 1000 pips TP? Okay, so firstly, not always, I have 1000 TP, but sometimes I have, sometimes I don't have. But the thing is that, as I mentioned before, it's all about experience. So in the beginning, if I bring out my initial trading experience, right? So from very beginning, if you look at that, I'm trading, which is, if you look at that from very beginning, if I bring that initial experience, that I always had this same problem that I had, okay? And where I used to close the trade early, and then if you look at that again, re-entering. So over time, what happened is that when trade moves go this way, that way, you guys will see that there is always a fluctuation of the emotion. Okay, emotion is a big part of trading, and also it's a big part of becoming a human, right? Only human had that emotion, and that's what actually people want to experience, right? The emotion of love, joy, that's of human. I think no other things that have we don't know either animal has, and no, I don't think that has, but the human has that. So that emotion is what is a big part of trading that can take you everywhere that you need. So yeah, I believe you guys on there. For example, you had a big profit, then come up to your entry, but you didn't take B. Just yeah. That I had multiple times. It's inevitable in trading, because the market moves in a very interesting cycle. We usually see that the trend like this because there's a bunch of candlestick pattern, but the actual movement in the market is very interesting. So if you look at market moves, like this, like that, and then going like this, and then like, so it actually doesn't move in a coherent trend. It moves like that in a many fashionable trend. Okay, so that's what you see, that the interesting part in the market structure. All right, I'm attending your live from last 2 months, and it's been good experience with you, coach. Welcome. Which is why I paid money for online courses a few years ago. Thank you for that. Yeah, absolutely. That there is value on being part of something. Of course, when I started my trading as well, I had I was also with the trading community, and I learned from there. Everyone needs to go through some kind of learning process, right, to become something or to do something. No one learned from very beginning, which is part of the course's worth. Thank you for your feedback. Yeah, there are more coming. There are more coming, and already there is a lot. It's a work in progress, right? Everything is a work in progress. The market is also, you see that there's always a future in the market. Okay, for example, this zone is a future, right? This is a present moment. So when the market is here, there is another future created, right? So which is here. So it's always work in progress, and the market also constantly moving from time to time. So if you are in the premium group, you will guys all the update that I'm sharing every day. So you can join there, and also be part of that, where you can also have direct, if anyone need any one-on-one guidance, also you guys can look at that. Will be available for those who need it as a member. Okay, so we see there is some rejection here, guys. This is what looking to see. We're still in some profit, but we see the market is creating the structure. It's trying to break above here. Rejected again. Not sure where it's going here. It's an unusual move. Okay, getting some rejection. So we want to see that rejection back below, and that rejection can create this pressure back down in this area. It's almost reached that entry point, but I think the price action might be here coming further low. Welcome. I re-entered for third time. Okay, cool. Always keep checking also your overall, I would say that the trend direction and also overall market structure is very important to look at. And sometimes this is a really interesting part of trading psychology, is to keep there are two things. One is we have two minds, okay, rational and irrational, right? So when we get into the trade, open few position, it's very common to become very irrational, and remaining rational in throughout all the way, either you have one trade, two trades, or no trades, sometimes really tough. And that's where the big part. So for example, because it really creates significant emotion when you successfully close a trade, or probably closing a trade in stop loss. It creates strong emotion, and that sometimes led us to become irrational. Okay, and that's where the biggest challenge of becoming a successful trader is to keep that that irrational mind shut down, and then keep the rational one is on, regardless of what is your trading situation. That's becoming a trader. Okay, here you see that it's rejected off this, and the way the market is heading now, it seems to me that there might be, let's see that if we see bounce off. If not bounce off, I'm holding on, but we want to see that the market is getting strongly rejected back below. So far shows bearish, but if it try to grab liquidity and create an inverted head and shoulder, try to bounce off, I will be exiting with the running profit, with even if they're smaller, because if it exit here, break above, that can go back here again, and I don't want to just they're losing again this one at this level. But so far shows that it's in that direction here. Okay, with this few narrow doji pattern formation here in this area. Okay, what broker are you using? So you guys can find the broker that I'm trading. Also, you can find link below this video in the description, or you can access the link to sign up using if you want to use our link, which is an affiliate link, but you guys can use that link if you want to sign up for your broker. It's up to you if you don't want, but I placed the link in the description. Careful guys, it is at very strong support. Okay, so for our close, yeah, there is a support here, but there is a strong drop as well. Now advantage is very, very good. Australian broker, backed by, I think, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I always trade with a trusted broker. It's very important for me to trade in a trusted broker. Okay, so here is that you can see the market shows that rejection of this with this series of lower high, and that you can see. All right. Now from that level that you can see along this area here with this support level from a multiple long wick candle, you guys can see here along this area with this doji here. That's a very interesting market structure. Okay, so here it's now changing the direction, and I don't want to run this one now here. Okay, it's running in little profit, but it's most likely to bounce back again. Okay, wait. Come on. The market really dramatic here. I haven't closed that. Let's wait to see. If you haven't closed it, wait. Come on. Okay. Okay, if from here breaks below, that's gonna be interesting. You guys can see that it just broken above and then rejected. I'm on it still. I haven't updated the group as well for taking out. So if you have taken out, definitely it's on profit, but I'm still on it. So yeah, so it's getting the rejection because it's almost at entry, and you want to keep that trade winning rate as expected. Market is checking patience. Okay, so 15 minutes candle closing as well, that you can see here. Okay, with a doji along this area multiple times. Pretty large doji that you can see here. Loving this emotion. Thank you. Yeah, that's what, like experiencing their emotion is what very important. Okay, so have you ever looked at the person that you love, child or anyone else, and when they smile, that's the emotion, right, that wants to experience. And this is a big part of becoming a human, right, the human experience. And interestingly, you'll see that the human evolved over time from if you go back to, like 10,000 years or so human being lived in a cave, right? But even they are living in a cave, there is a connection, the social and family, okay? Children, parents, they live together always. And interestingly, you can trust, right? People trust their family, their children, because they are biological entity in their life, right? So the children, parents, the partner, their partner is not biological, but it's also there is a connection, right, which is built on trust and with bindings a partner is. And also, if you look at the children and parents, they are biological, and because they are biological, you can trust them to live and stay with you, right? Imagine that, can you trust anything else? A stranger living with you, sleeping with you can't trust that, right? That's our brain is not wired for that. So that's very important to look at. That's the emotion that human being really want to experience, okay, which is sometimes called the divine, right? That's very important. And where is, I think, that some of the things that really important to experience that emotion and to look at that. Okay, so it's breaking out of this level here that you can see, and I'm exiting this trade right now. It's getting out of this zone. It might go back again to the upside. Okay, cool. I've been out kind of, yeah, thank you very much. Okay, so I'm out with this trade. We had 2 attempts here, and this is, we are on Thursday. There's another big trading day coming tomorrow. Today we have successfully traded 2 sessions. Tomorrow also I'm looking at to trade 2 sessions, along with also any trade coming along the way also I'll be trading. And this is a great trading week that we are passing, and I'm looking forward to trade again in this upcoming week as well. And this is a great trading session here as well with all of you traders. I hope that you enjoyed this session, and I do come on live twice for those who are recently joined. You guys can see me on London session as well as NY session. We'll be trading live again, and also later today if there is any trade update also I'm going to share in the group. Here I'm out with this trade. I'll see you there again in our next update or trade ideas or live session. Until that, stay well, stay happy.